Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Force Lines Forever. Today I have a 6v6 custom match here on the most amazing Roxas map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. Starting up with Team 1 in the Northwest, and then with Team 2 in the Southeast. Starting up with Team 1 Southwestern player, we have in Tropical Ocean Blue, it is Tabber Apple playing as an Aeon for this match as a 1700. Continuing on with the front line, we have Chat playing as a UEF in Amethyst Purple as a 1500. In Pac-Man Yellow to Northeast, we have BRSD Triple C 97 playing as a UEF. He is a 2000 rated player, the highest rated player on Team 1, and he is also the highest rated player in the game. To his west in Regal Purple, it is Mythologist playing as a Seraphim. He is a 1300. And lightest red pink to his southwest is Moss Mori. He's a UEF for this match as a 1500. And rounding out Team 1's regular slot, we have an orange color orange as a Blintchick as a Cybern as an 1800. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have at least one of each of the faction, but they have 3 UEF. So 1 Aeon, 1 Seraphim, and 1 Cybern as well. Taking a look at Team 2's northeastern side. In their lineup, we have in Rust, it's Furio playing as a Seraphim. He is a 1900. To his southwest in Royal Blue is Derp playing as a Cybern. He is a 1600. And rounding out Team 2's lineup, we have on at least the front line, it is in Batman Gray faffing off playing as a 1700. Is a Cybern. I will note that Furio is the highest rated player on Team 2. To the east, we have Fur in Snow White. He is a 1500 playing as an Aeon. And next door to him is a Cybern for Team 2. It is Shalongdus in Ruby Red as a 1200. And rounding out Team 2's back on, we have Mab 7119 as a UEF in Stitch Blue as an 1800. So for Team 2 side of the map, they have 3 Cyberns, 1 Aeon, 1 Seraphim, 1 UEF. The difference between Team 1 and Team 2 has 3 Cyberns, Team 1 has 3 UEF. And for these 12 players on the map, let's take a look at the reclaim situation. Currently sitting at a little under 10,000 mass, which I think is about 800 mass per player. Tiny bit more, I think, than that. So it's definitely worth going after, but there's really not a whole lot on the map for really anybody. It's just there's some there. The frontline players will probably get a little bit more of the percentage of the reclaim just because they're closer to it than the backline players. We do see everybody on Team 2 has left their main bases, traversing to the middle of the map. Same situation for Team 1. Looking to shape up that we have a 3v3 engagement here between Team 1's Chap, Masmoy, and Tabber Apple versus Team 2's faffing off Fur, and Derp. Doesn't look like anybody's really going at the southwestern corner, partly due to the fact that it takes so long to go there and then up that it'd be a lot easier to just go straight down the middle there. We do see in the northeast kind of a similar situation. We have 3 players from Team 1, that being Mythologist, BRS, and Blintchick, versus Team 2's Furio. We do see Gun started here for, who is that? That is BRS in the northeast. We have 2 players inbound on the eastern side as well for Shalongdus and Mab moving in to assist. This lower section of the map can only be traversed, of course, with this middle area right here. But we do see players using some distance building techniques to get to the lower section of the reclaim, and of course, trying to fight back one another in that little bit different of a theater of war. T2 started for Chap, Gun started for faffing off, Gun started for Shalongdus, and Gun now coming online here for Mythologist. Gun started here for Furio. Everybody's getting Gun. BRS already, of course, done with his gun, assisting his teammate going for his. A couple of units inbound from Team 2's Derp moving in to try to deny the Team 1 land facility here. Team 1 PD has been started and then is denied. A couple of Medusa coming in to deny that little bit of facility there. Cell started right after the gun upgrade here for faffing off. Looks like Fur maybe assisted with that. Gun started for Derp as well. Gun that's coming online here for Shalongdus. Furio almost done with his gun. And Mav is not started any upgrade as of yet. 3 players for Team 1. 2 of them have gun. 1 of them does not. Faffing off against Mav, who is going to retreat just due to the fact that he doesn't have a gun. And the fact that it's 3v1. Gun started for Moss. Gun range already done for Tabber Apple, going for advanced range next. Sensor packets coming online for some more utility there. Lots and lots of upgrades being started here for everybody for Team 1 and Team 2. Looks like maybe, I think, a couple of players, Blinchik and Mav being the rear guard airstyle players for each team. Don't have any upgrades. That definitely makes sense. They don't want to spend extra match and injury on something that they really don't have to, at least as of right now. BRS, Mythologist, and Blinchik still pushing, moving into Team 2's territory. Gun almost done for Shlongdus. We could see a possible murder-suicide, double-kill murder-suicide, something over there for Team 1. We have common come action between Musmoy and faffing off Gun stealth versus Gun for Team 1. Hit point advantage 2,000, in fact, in favor of Musmoy in that regard. We have Gun action here, a combat at least between BRS and Mythologist. Both have Gun versus Furrier with no Gun. Stealth almost done for so long. This map might come in to try to assist just briefly, but maybe not. Going to try to maybe body block, at least for a tiny bit, to cover for Furio, who's moving in. Falling back to allow Shalong just to push in. And we have Blinchik moving in, a couple of forces down as well, splitting things up because lots and lots of stuff are happening. Western side is also... Actually, no, it's not. Not really going any... Okay, never mind. I'm going to end the split because I thought things were going to be kicking off over there, but I guess not. That's okay. We'll just go right back. Mythologist still trying to push Team 2 back. Blinchik has suffered no damage. Mav has suffered no damage. But both BRS and Mythologist for Team 1. Furio dropping into the red. Bombers over top trying to eliminate the comm very, very early. It will, of course, give somebody else another base if he does die, but he also is the highest rated player on Team 2, so it is a opportunity that Team 1 does not want to go to waste if they can manage it. T2 started for Mav on his comm, trying to get a little bit more defensive online there. Wall section is done. It can still be breached, but again, it does mess with the auto pathfinding maneuvers of Team 1's units. Anyways, Bomber's still trying to rain overhead to go after that comm of Furio. He's still retreating. Flak being deployed should be enough to deal with that. And now we have Shalongdus going after Mythologist's comm. It looks like this will be the first goal of the game. Blinchik trying to offer a little bit of bullet spongy slash body blocking for him, but Mythologist is going to go down here. BRS is going to be the recipient of the damage from Shalongdus. Shalongdus will drop into the red. BRS, if he's not careful, could die from this. Shalongdus, we're not looking too hot. 500 hit points remaining, 600 hit points remaining. We could see, yep, murder-suicide situation will happen if Shalongdus control case. He will kill off BRS's comm. Looks like he's trying to, yep, there it goes. Either, maybe it was a control K. But he goes, yeah, drawn with Shalongdus. So that's a double kill murder-suicide here for Team 2. Shalongdus is now 4v5 in favor of Team 2. Nano starting here for Furio. T2 almost done for Map. Western side, we'll switch over to here. Mouse drops into the lowest yellows. We have 3 comms here for Team 2, all landing some shots, advanced range. Online for Furfur going after Tab Raffle, same thing for faffing off. Masmoy is retreating. Now we see double comms going after faffing off. He'll sub out, drops below 1500. Overcharge misses. Overcharge going after a couple of units for some veterancy. I would imagine Tab Raffle trying to get back, but it does look like with that little land factory, it will be enough to divert for his attention there. Chap, not really worried. Has some T2 PD being built. Turk moving into assist and go after those remaining PD emplacements. Gunships inbound going after Tabarappo's comm. 1 Spectre, 2 Stingers. Couple of Swiftwinds to assist with protection in the air department. Tabarappo will go down here. And Tabarappo is going to drop, below 1,000. No ASF interceptors or anything nearby. Tabarappo, there he goes. The gunships were trying to split up to go after Masmoy, but it just wasn't enough. Furfur still fine. Advanced range actually still in range of Masmoy's comm. But he's going to go down. Team 1 drops to 3 players. And soon to be 2 players. At 11 minutes, Team 2 has killed off 4 of the 6 players, which means 5 of the 12 have now been eliminated before 13 minutes. 1 more, and that's half of the game already dead. Lots and lots of dead players here in this game, specifically, of course, for Team 1. That is a huge deficit in APM. Now, again, I'm not going to make the assumption that Team 2 is just going to win it because they have more APM, because now Team 1 has 1 player with triple base, 1 player... Actually, both players, if they did it up correctly, both have triple base. Never mind. That's a lot of eco to have. Both teams at about the same amount of eco, but again, that can scale quite considerably fast for Team 1's Chap and Blinchik because they have more resources available to divert to mexes and all that stuff. where we will probably see more and more pushing from Team 2. If they don't, it will give Team 1 a lot of time to build up defenses and mexes and all that stuff, which could really turn the tide in this favor for Team 1 if they can manage it. If Team 2 puts the pressure on them, like I said, it could be enough to break the straw, to have to break the camel's back and win the game for them, but we'll see what happens. Nano done here for faffing off. He'll be able to get back up into the green here very quickly. We have Dirt pushing in, no upgrades on board him. T2PD lining this approach just to, again, deal with any sort of attempt by Team 2. Eastern Front, not really the same situation here. For Team 1, we have a couple of Titans running around, Parashields protecting the Kama Blinchik. It's almost turned into an assassination game at this point for Team 2. They kill 2 more players. That's the game. Team 2 wins. That could be the way that they win this game. It's not the only way that they win it, but it's, you know, shortest distance between 2 points kind of thing. Units dropped off by Team 2's Mav, getting some Team 1 PD. Just gets annihilated by all the engineers nearby. It was a lovely attempt, but it just gets squashed. Unfortunate. Lovely attempt, though, by Mav, I will admit. But Team 1 is able to counter it quite quickly, unfortunately. T3 Air online here for him, and T3 Air online for Team 1 as well. In a 6-player game, especially with the way that the map is lined up, you might expect at least another player on Team 2 to go for Air. Speaking of which, T2 Air started here, or done here actually for Furio. And T3 Air also actually done for Fur. So, no, sorry, for Fur. So, there's that 2 Air player thing. Shield started for him as well, started for Derp. But no other upgrades in this game so far. I'm kind of expecting maybe a Billy Nuke from somebody on Team 1. But that's actually just going to be Chap because he's the last remaining UEF comm. Missiles raining in from some Vipers from Derp to just, again, poke and prod the front line. We have faffing off, going after a couple of T2 PD emplacements. Harbingers have now zoned in on that comm. Now with Vision, they're going to start blitzing down those hit points. Get some veterancy back up into the green, back down into the yellow, but he should be fine for now. Furfur says, I'm air terror. He's very ahead on air. He can big eco. The Mav already aware of, hey, we need to worry about air. But Team 2 kind of has that covered. Team 2, again, now starting to skyrocket in eco. 460 versus 413. Again, the benefit of Team 2 is they have more players, which means more APM, more actions. Literally, that's what APM is, more actions per minute. That sort of thing. And we've seen the attack inbound from Furio. He's launching a direct assault on the comm of Blinchik's main base. Well, at least his frontline base, at least. Looking too good. And Team 2 is just going to gain territory after territory. Some of it, of course, kind of nullified by this huge mountain range over there to the northeast. And Derp down here going after a nano repair shield. Still coming online here for Fur. A couple of mexes down here for Team 2. But again, a couple of T2 mexes may turn the tide, but it's not the end-all be-all. T3 land in Aeon Tech and UEF Tech, which means we should see some Percy's here shortly. He's producing some Spearheads first. We still see faffing off. Can Team 1 see him? Team 1 cannot see him. They don't have vision on him. They need to get an Omni online on the front line to deal with this comm of faffing off. He's being annoying against that western side. Titans inbound, trying to deal with any sort of advancements from Furio, but again, Titans are not up to snuff for dealing with a Seraphim Nano gun comm, especially getting some veterancy as well. Titan just getting booped by that comm. And that's the main forces for Team 1 essentially eliminated. Yeah, there's a couple more Titans, but that's not going to be enough. Blinchik's going for an upgrade as we speak. Derp started cloaking, cancel cloaking. It looks like Team 2 is pushing in. Once again, Chap going to walk out and try to just assist his stuff by getting some vision online on the comm. The comm of faffing off will retreat. There are some T2PD in range of those T2PD. And it looks like they're going after a couple of those shield replacements from those Spearheads. Shield done on board for first comm. Took over 2 minutes to do that, but at least his comm is protected for now. And no T3 air online for Furio as of yet. Mex is being upgraded to as we speak. Team 1 needs to scale that eco. Team 2 is starting to run away with it. 570 versus Team 1's 450. Not looking good in that regard. We have missile spam dealing with preliminary T2 PD. Lots of energy being diverted over to faffing off. Looks like he might have a power outage, maybe? Yeah, looks like he's not doing super well. If he loses power, he doesn't have stealth, so he needs to be very, very careful. T2 PD trying to deal with this base here for Chap, but there's so much firepower, especially a T2 artillery emplacement. All those PD essentially are gone. The shielding does pop on back online. If these upgrades do finish, that might be enough to keep the base online at least a couple minutes longer. The shielding around this base is gone. A couple of Percy's now online. Could be worrisome. Derp moving in with Nano and Gun as well. Shield emitter is down. Harbinger's inbound. But I think Team 1, again, it's just going to come down to can Team 1 stave off the just increased aggression from Team 2. Team 2 almost crossing 600 mass income. Considering Team 1's not that far behind, but they are behind nonetheless. Paffinov drops into the yellow, but he's going to be back up in the green here shortly. Frontline base here for Chap is just whittling away. Wilting away? I think it's wilting away. I think that's what it is. He does have Gun and T2 on board, but against 3 comms here for Team 2, especially one with shield and advanced range, it's just not really going to help. And then all this vision is really helping Team 2 out considerably. Does have to be careful though. Paffinov has to sub out. We have Derp over here to the west. He's breaking off as well. We have Furio over here to the east. Looks like there's another assault vector over here. A couple of mexes have been eliminated, and again, it's just poking and prodding, being annoying, eliminating mechs after mechs after mechs, even if it's a T2, even if it's a couple of T1s. The less income Team 1 has, I mean, generally the less income that one team has, the better the other team has, generally, but in a situation where against 5v2, there's so many actions, there's only so many actions that Team 1 can do per second. And Team 2 has the advantage there. And frustration, exhaustion, all of that stuff is going to be setting in a lot quicker for Team 1 than Team 2. Team 2 will be a little bit more fresh on the late to mid-game, not late to mid-game, but mid to late and in-game phases of the game as well. Spearhead's trying to keep these comms back, but they're doing very well of just putting the pressure on Team 1. Once Champ goes for some Ravagers, that should be enough to deal with some of this early aggression. Continental online for Chap, deploying, for Map, deploying a nice little frontline base here for Team 2. There are a lot of Titans being deployed. Lots and lots of flak as well as missile spam. Not a lot of Ilshis online, coincidentally enough, for Furio. Looks like he's focusing on gunships more than anything else. Getting air expansionary for both Mav and Furfur. Love to see it. Monkey started here for faffing off. Speaking of which, are there any sort of experimentals online for Team 1 or soon to be online? No, nothing online for Team 1 as of yet. We have a army inbound for faffing off's comm, and it looks like they might catch up to him. Those Harbingers move pretty quickly. We have Derp over here to the west as well, trying to assist. Harbingers are going to probably focus that comm and at least kill somebody off on Team 2 side of the map. Ooh, Overcharge kills off 2 more Harbingers. Paffinov dropping into 4,000. Lots of spearheads going after more and more stuff, but I don't think they can get that comm. Unfortunate. There wasn't a possibility, but with Derp there, it was more than enough protection for Paffinov, and he's probably going to fall back for at least a little bit longer. He's up to 5-star vet, 20,000 hit points on board that comm. But I think he's done on the front lines for now. It does give Team 1 a little bit more breathing room, however. But again, damage is slowly being picked at, poked at, just delivered to Team 1. Even if it's annoying, even if it's just a couple of things, those couple of things will add up severely. Missile, barrage, inbound. Do not tell me you're going to snipe Blinchik's comm. There is some TMD, so that'll deflect or at least get rid of some of the missiles. Does hit the shielding, but doesn't hit the comm. That was close, but he's not dead, so that is the important thing. Furio going for advanced restoration field or rapid restoration field to keep his units online even longer. T3 started here for Chap in the west. That's going to allow him to get some Ravagers online as well. Team 1 spam down the middle here from Derp just to be annoying. Heavy shield being deployed on board for first comm, and Monkey Lord is now done and being brought to the front lines for faffing off. If it's a situation where Derp or Blinchik dies, then it's Team 2's game. 5v1, I mean, put a telemazer on a comm and call it a day there. Team 2 has 2 comms that can do that. They lost Shalongdus, which would have been number 3. But you do that, you even do double telemazer, and even both of those comms die, and they still somehow kill off Blinchick. Or even if they don't, they still have a 3-1 advantage. So definitely something to think about. Team 1 has played very, very, very conservative with their comms. They cannot just play fast and loose with them at all. Missiles outbound for Chap's base. Looks like there was a possible assassination attempt. It gets Chap dropped down very, very far, down to 2,500 hit points. Team 1 is forced to fall back as well. Lovely attempt there from Mav, but doesn't seal the deal. But hey, it was a lovely attempt nonetheless. Actually, that's not Team D, that's Flak being deployed. Maybe he built the wrong thing? I don't know. Other experimentals coming online for Team 2. Crab has been started here for faffing off. Air grid being expanded upon as we speak. Team 1 could fight back in this game with air, but it might just be outnumbered by Team 2. Team 2, 1.1k versus Team 1's 800, so at least 300 mass in favor of Team 2 is a considerable amount of mass to be ahead, especially at 22 minutes. Advanced Nano started on board first, getting some assistance from Mav, who has gun, shield, and T3 on board. Can easily transition to Billy Nuke if he ever wants to. T3 being built on Blinchick's comm as well, going to give him a little bit more boost in hit points. Stealth started, going for Nano, I would assume. Yep, right after that. Maybe he'll go for Cloaking Laser. That could work. If Team 2 has an Omni nearby, that's not going to work, but as long as that Omni isn't done, that should be fine. Cloaking, up there, yep, there it is. Cloaking started here for Blinchick. He is probably going to go for it. That could be a double kill here. Waiting to happen. And we see that Monkey Loader's holding off. T3 Ravagers should be being deployed. We see some Triads. Don't see Ravagers yet. Oh, looks like the upgrade for Chap was canceled. So that's unfortunate. Building a Colossus next door. That'll be enough to at least deflect one Monkey Lord. 24 minutes almost on the clock. Team 1 again. 4 players dead before, was it 13 minutes? BRS, Mosmori, Taberapple, and Mythologist died. Team 2 only lost 1 player, that being Shalongdis. It's a 5v2 game in favor of Team 2. Team 2 at 1.2k. Team 1 800 mass per second. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really do appreciate it. And of course, doing those YouTube things. YouTube appreciates it. I appreciate it. The algo appreciates it. Everybody appreciates you doing those YouTube things. Units being sent over to faffing off. Shield Heavy almost done on board for first comm. We see an Assault getting a little bit closer. Looks like the missiles are raining in for that Monkey Lord, and I don't... Are they going to actually launch the Assault? I feel like it'd be better off for Team 1 to just wait, but maybe not. Percy's raining in a couple of shots. The Monkey Lord focusing on that. There is no other experimental yet online, so that could be. Is that T3 Strap Bomber over the top here for Team 2, or was that Artillery piece? Oh, that's Artillery piece. Monkey Lord retreats. Bricks coming in to distract the Percy shots. The base here for Team 2 is down, but I just don't understand. A lot of units were killed off in this engagement for Team 1. They can't really afford to lose many units. And the cloaking is almost done. The thing is if he goes for laser, that is going to be the definitive. He's going to go for it. Okay. So he's possibly going to go for an assassination on those 2 comms. I think he can see them. It's just, yep, that's why he's going to go for it. There is a radar system here. It is Omni, so that means Team 2 can see him, which that's not going to go very well, because they can see him right there, hanging out. Which means Team 1 needs to eliminate that sooner rather than later. And this front west side is not really going to go anywhere. Units being shifted over to this western direction and then shifted northward. Looks like there's going to be a possible ambush happening here for Team 2. Directed by both Derp and Faffing Off. We do see those comms for Team 2 getting ever so closer to Team 1's front base there. Units are inbound. Colossus is done. Units are going to drop off in this base for Derp. There is that Colossus that can easily double back. Harbingers bringing up the rear. We see even more bricks inbound. Are those no, those are Titans, I think. There's the brick. Oh, those are bricks. Never mind. They just look like Titans for some reason. And that Colossus probably should turn around. Yep, pings go down here from somebody on Team 1 saying, hey, more transports inbound. This time it's from Furio dropping off more bricks, and I think a Deceiver on board as well. Attacking in the east. They're trying to go after that Monkey Lord. It's getting closer. What's the range on board that? Oh, that's the wrong thing. What's the range on board that Omni?
Commander under attack.
Oh, that's the range, really? Wow, that's it's a smaller map. That's fair. Bricks running the western edge of the map here against Team 1. Massive amounts of mass extractors being eliminated. Blinchick getting pretty darn close. Team 2 can see him, like I said. And Furio is starting to back up a little bit. Can he see what's on board the comm? He can see the cloak and comm. There's the laser. Furio got too close to the sun. Laser not fully activating. Oh. There he goes. Furio is defeated. Tons of bricks trying to laser down that comm. 7,000 hit points remaining and dropping. Western side being essentially evaporated by Team 2's attack. And Blinchick does make it out of there with his life. Couple of Ravagers being spammed up to try to, again, force back Team 1 once again. And those bricks are still inbound. There's no... Oh, there's that Colossus chasing it, but an entire player's base worth of eco is gone for Team 1. They desperately did not need that. And shield emplacements going down, going back online. Blinchick back up into the yellows now. Crab needs to divert westward. It's going east. It needs to go west just a little bit. The Team 2 launch an assault. No. Looks like a Suitsec going to come online here shortly for some intel gathering. Missiles raining in. They need to go after that Omni. Missiles outbound. If Blinchick is not moving, he might die here. Oh. Did Mav predict? Hits the shielding, but doesn't keep it offline, or take it offline. ASF's inbound from Mav. There is some AA in the area. Nothing too crazy, though. Does look like Mav's going to retreat. And Team chooses Mav. Is defeated by Blinchick. Looks like some bricks came... Percy's came up to say hi. Missed that kill. Apologies for that. It was right there in front of my face, so maybe you all caught it. Team 2 loses 2 players almost back to back, pretty much. It's now a 3v2 in favor of Team 2 still, but again, now we have FAFing off, gaining control of a whole lot of stuff, which makes me think somebody might be going for big ticket items. They need to take out that Omni if the cloaking laser comm has any chance of staying hidden. Lovely attack, though, by Team 2 on the western side. Look at this. Multiple groups of mechs is gone. There's still a couple of units hanging out, a couple of bouncers and a deceiver. But again, it is definitely worrisome for Team 1 nonetheless. Air grid being re-expanded upon as well for Blinchick. And we have missiles now raining in on that Omni position. It's only going to be a matter of time for those spearheads. Rip that thing apart. There's also that Soothsayer there, so they can eliminate that intel gathering station there. There goes the Omni. And that Soothsayer will be soon after that. Dirt finishes in an experimental, most likely a crab and a crab. Oh no, bug actually started here for faffing off. There's a Colossus and a crab over here for Team 2 and a Monkey Lord. So that's that, I think that's that same Monkey Lord maybe from earlier ago. Chicken just holding position here for faffing off, built up by Furio. Looks like air has been handed off to Furfur. So you can micro air a little bit better in that regard. Just make a nuke, by the way. Or to be honest, says Mav, and that's probably fair. They could nuke the entire western side. There is an SMD here, but again, the eco is heavily... It's almost a 2-to-1 advantage in eco. Satellite almost done here for Team 1. SMD is loaded, so that is something at least. And of course, like I said, airgrid being expanded upon on top of that. Shep not really doing well in the eco situation. He lost a lot of his income early on with that brick attack. And brick, Harbinger, and whatever other attack. But Percy's inbound for that crab. And unfortunately for that crab, all those spearheads not helping as well. Have a couple of ASFs just landing right in the middle of this engagement. Probably not the best place to sit by any means. Ravagers being built back here? No. Still have that air cleaner that's kind of just hanging out there. SACU is running around the air Rambo presets, and they are Aeon, so they have 40,000 hit points on board their shielding. There's an additional 15,000. So 55k hit points in total. Chicken gonna mow down everything over here to the eastern side. Fatboy walking right into it, definitely, or trundling into it. Definitely needs to fall back there. Actually, the chicken falls back, actually. I don't know why it's walking back, but whatever. Maybe trying to drive the FAF boy a little bit more closer to home. Laser is done. Hasn't been given orders as of yet. We'll see if Blinchik notices he's busy doing a whole bunch of stuff, I imagine. It is still possible for Team 1 to come back in this game, but we will see. Nuke is online. That might be it for Team 1 if they're not too careful. Fat Boy in range of that chicken. Again, driving that home. Western side, Colossus pushing in, gifted over from Furfur. And I think this main base for Team 1 not doing too hot. There goes the Soothsayer. Crab is going to kill off that Colossus. Team 1 scooping up the wreck of that old Colossus that was built by Team 1. This one's almost done over here for Chap. Chap really needs to get the eco back up and running. Team 2 is just going to outproduce him or out-dump mass on his doorstep at this point. Just drown him in mass. Satellite still has not been given orders. Needs to give that thing orders sooner rather than later. And more air grid, more and more shields being deployed as well. Trying to protect that air grid from anything. Nuke might have a vector for attack. Maybe. If that SMD is far enough over, maybe not. They can maybe edge nuke the mexes over here. Maybe they can grab the headquarters, but it's going to be close. Just built it, I think. And Chap says thanks. Trying to, again, micro everything in the kitchen. Team 1 caught up considerably in the eco game. A couple of mexes coming online here for Team 1. Chap definitely helps out with that. Back up to almost 300. Satellite still... Oh, no. Yep, still has not been given orders yet. That's a little annoying, but, you know. Distractions and all that. 2 bugs online for faffing off. That's definitely concerning. Strat bombers inbound. I wonder what they're going for. Crab backing up as fast as possible. Crab still blitzing down that Crab. Bombers inbound for the Crab, I would imagine. Yep, there it goes. Takes off a chunk of hit points there. Tons of flak in this mix as well, which is definitely not going to help out. SACU is running in fear. They're not as annoying as the nano presets from the Cybern, but still 50-something thousand hit points is still annoying to deal with. Too long, says Derp. He's talking about too much of a break, maybe. SACUs just are not gonna cut it. And I think maybe Furfur has a power outage, maybe. No, he's fine. Okay, it looked like he had a power outage on that other SACU. Frontline base here for Team 2 is gonna come crashing down. Team 1 needs to do decent economic damage to keep Team 2 back. 2 bugs are inbound from the east. ASF stacking up. We have 2 chickens stacking up here in the east. Satellite has now been given orders. Don't know why it took that long to give that thing orders, but it did nonetheless. And it looks like Bug has now been spotted. Airfight happens. Team 2 will protect the Bug, and that'll be a huge win for Team 2 on the defensive side. It will keep probably some of the stuff online, but still, it is concerning nonetheless. Crab looks like it's making a break for something. Strat Bomber's still trying to rip that thing apart before it gets anywhere near anything important. One of the bugs is being focused on by the ASFs of Team 1, and it's pretty close in the air fight, but that bug is still online. It's going to kill off that Colossus first and then go after the Crab next. Oh, there's still some ASFs online for Team 1. Sorry, for Team 1. Nuke online here for Derp. Don't know if that's loaded or not. This one is almost loading and is about to fire. Bug is gonna go down. Crab is not moving, so that's not very great for them. There goes that Bug. One is down. SAC is gonna be targeted. Lands on top of the SAC. That's never good. First he's going after that Rambo com. Looks like some TMD built that gets denied, and this land army is now gone. Attack in the east commences. The Fat Boys were eliminated. Nuke is outbound. It's going for Derp space. I mean, that's definitely the easiest choice there. There's no SMD there, so there's that. I wouldn't be surprised if Chap hands over everything else that he owns. It just makes this a Blink versus everybody else kind of game. Enough reclaim there to end the match, says Mav. How much mass is on the field? 200,000. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of mass to scoop up. Chickens are inbound. Yeah, I don't know where did the Fat Boys go? I don't know. Here comes the Nuke. Oh, kills off that base. Actually doesn't kill off as many mexes as I thought. Kills off a lot of the production facilities though. Chicken is about to go down. Second chicken about to go down as well. Ravagers being spammed up as quickly as possible. Frontline defenses will go down. And Chicken's Ion Storm will definitely be annoying. I think he got a rank in veterancy just briefly. Keeps it online for a little bit longer. Lynchick is moving out the way. And the other chicken is about to die as well. There's still some bricks in the mix. The Ion Storm will activate. Lynchick should be fine though, because Team 2, unless the Ion Storm can see it, unless Team 2 can see it, the Ion Storm won't target him. Another chicken inbound though, that's definitely concerning. We have Percy's coming over the mountainside here for Team 1, trying to just get as close as possible and get to that chicken before bad things happen. But go get that chicken, boys. Mountain climbing over here. Didn't know one-armed bandits were mountain climbers as well. Some bricks. Trying to go after a couple of mexes here for Team 1. I don't know Team 1's endgame. I know he's trying to survive as much as possible, but I don't know if they have a plan to end the game. Nuke is reloading as we speak. This Nuke still about half done. Another bug started, almost going to be done, and another bug going to be after that. Satellite over top, picking apart a couple of I don't know what they're picking apart something. And that chicken tries to flee, but good luck trying to have that. A couple of Percy's chasing you. That's not really going to help the situation. Does get a rank of veterancy though, so should survive a tiny bit longer than normal, but that is a dead chicken. There goes. Killed by that Percy. Western side is decently weak due to the destruction of that main base for Chap, but again, he's not super adversely affected by it. Satellite's the only one of its kind for Team 1. Don't know if Team 2 is going to go for their own satellite. They only have one UEF flare. And looks like, looks like possible artillery piece here for Team 2. Do not tell me you're going to go for Mavor. I don't think Mavor is worth it right now. There's not a heavily fortified position you need to break through, and Team 1 doesn't have their own artillery anyways. Nuke is probably a little bit more efficient. Team 1 bombers inbound, and that's a lot of bombers. Looks like they're going after the flak as well. So many dead bombers for Team 1. Not even really a tickle for Team 2's crab. I was going to say, it doesn't even drop them into the yellow, but just barely did. Colossus online, dealing with the front line. Bricks, another Colossus trying to be spammed up very quickly. It's almost done, so that is something. There's also that monkey lord there. Lots of reclaim for Team 1 and Team 2 to scoop up, especially the bugs and that monkey lord sitting right there. ASFs are favoring Team 1. Team 1 has air control. Fat Boy online for Furfur. They're going after that bug. The bug is going to just sit on that mountainside and kind of hang out. Spins out of control. Actually, I think it kills off a couple of ASFs maybe in its demise there. Now the Colossus inbound. Monkey Lord doing a lot of damage to that Colossus. And that's going to be very, very good for Team 2's Western attack. Another chicken outbound from Team 2's faffing off. Lots of reclaim being scooped up by Team 1. Got to be funneling into something. Looks like he's going to go for his own bug, because why not at this point? Colossus going after the monkey. The monkey actually will survive due to that thing getting some veterancy. And unfortunately for Team 1's Western front, don't think he has much left. Need a big scout, says Mav. Looks like it's going to be for a possible killing of the comms. A little bit of a fire base going on the eastern side here for Team 1. There's also an SMD over here. Actually, a couple of SMDs are loaded in that thing as well. Bug being built very quickly, I might add. And that Colossus is denied. Western production facilities are dead for Chap. There's, like I said, really nothing left. He's trying to build some Ravagers to save something, but we'll see how much he gets of those online. Can easily sidestep that on that Western front. Bug is online, like I said, needs to immediately divert over there to the west to help assist. A couple of broadswords inbound from Furfur. There might be an attack on the comm, and they're going to get wiped out by the ASFs nearby. It was not great planning there. The ASFs are hanging out right here, but they were going to lose that fight anyways. Crab is inbound. Bug is inbound. Looks like the Bug's going for that Colossus. Artillery started here for Team 2 right next to the Nuke. Would not recommend that. Nuke is reloaded once again. And artillery has been started by Team 2's Furfur. There we go. He's not going for Mavor. I think the T3 is definitely a smarter choice. It's cheaper and, you know, it's just faster to build and whatnot. Makua doing a lot of economic damage to Chap, dropping him down below 300 again.
Strategic launch detected.
Another nuke outbound. Gonna go for Chap's comm. Chap is moving, getting out of there. Looks like Team 2's had enough of the nonsense from him. They want to just eliminate him and make this a 3v1. Another bug inbound from Blinchik. That's number 2 online. Looks like the Eastern attack has broken through that fire base. Where'd that chicken go? Looks like it fell back. Another nuke outbound from Team 2, I would imagine. Going after the northwest corner. Goes after some Nexus here. Kaboom! Wipes out those. Bug's about to land. Definitely don't do that. And looks like that crab being shot at by some Fat Boy fire. 2 bugs should be more than enough though to deal with that stuff over there. ASF moving in to intercept the bugs. Looks like the ASFs from Team 1 not really responding to the threat. Not a good idea. Gonna drop some mass on Team 2's doorstep now. There goes the bug. I desperately needed some help there. Second bug down. Grab is dead for Team 1. Team 1's going to win that air fight once again. 41 minutes on the clock. Another bug about to be finished. There's a bug on the northeastern corner here for faffing off. It is possibly spotted by Team 2, or Team 1 if he notices the shots that are inbound. That air grid is vulnerable to attack. If he loses that, that might just be game right there. Bug falling back, helping to try to protect Chap's comm. Nuke does get shot down, it looks like. That other one from... I was going to strike this one western corner. Bug is in the main base for Team 1's air grid. That thing is to be pulled back immediately. Oh, we're not looking good. Blinchik doesn't notice. No, he doesn't see that bug, says Mav. Air grid is gone, at least the bigger one. Ooh, that's rough. That's a lot of power. A lot of air facilities gone. And now Chap has been caught up to by some bricks. It will be the demise of Chap. He did very, very well in lasting as long as he did, considering the uphill battle he was facing. And the vertical air grid is gone. Bug does end up getting killed off, but still, it's now a 3v1 in favor of Team 2 still. Teleporter started on board Derpscom, possibly a comm assassination attempt for Team 2 is underway. Again, Team 2 doesn't know where he is because he has cloaking on board. They don't have an Omni very far forward. Bomber inbound, that gets denied immediately. Ravager's going after that chicken. That chicken is just going to get one-tapped almost by those Ravagers. Look at that thing getting annihilated. Look at that. And that means that Blinchik owns everything on the map, but there wasn't really much left for Chap anyways, so it doesn't really get much inheritance there. 2 bugs is definitely concerning though for Team 2. We have Bomber stacking up, ASF stacking up. Team 2 is going to make a desperate attempt to kill off the last remaining column of Team 1. Again, like I said, it's gone from a annihilation game to an assassination game. Couple of chickens over here to the eastern front. They're going to get spotted, and that's not going to be fun for them. Air fight happens again between Team 1 and Team 2. Team 2 does have bigger air... actually, they don't have that big of an air grid, I will admit. And artillery is now done going for satellite. And the air grid's going to probably be the target of that artillery piece. Oh no. I guess the SMB might be the target, actually. Yep. Oh, and the shielding is down. That's not good. If he doesn't notice, that will be a game-winning move. Ooh. He's getting really lucky with those artillery shots, though. He hasn't noticed yet. It's just only a matter of time. Grab is inbound. Units are inbound. Lots of reclaimers been scooped up in this game. Team 1 and Team 2 sitting at 250,000 over each. Just over 500,000 mass scooped up during this game. That SMD is down. I repeat, the SMD is down. And that, my friends, my fellow viewers, my fellow FAF enjoyers, that is going to be the end of Team 1. Once the nuke is loaded, it will fire. Is it fire? Oh, it's loaded. It's going to fire. There it is. There it comes.
Strategic launch detected.
It's outbound. And Blinchick, I think, knows that it's inbound to him, or he probably assumes it is. Bugs to the west. Another nuke outbound, just to make it a point. Going to go after the air grid. Notices it too late. Here it comes. He's dead. Boom. There it goes. Last remaining player of Team 1. Killed off by a nuke. That's the game here, folks. 44 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. Team 2 wins it with 3 comms remaining. MVPs for me. Don't really know if I have a particular choice. Pretty much everybody did that remained after the the latter half of the game did pretty well, but that side attack over here to the west, that was essentially a conglomeration of a couple different players, did a very, very good job of killing a lot of Chap's eco. Chap not building an SMD probably could have been mitigated a little bit more had he had more mass, but the pressure on that western side was just mounting way too much, and there was a lot of AA being spammed up, as we see, by Derp to just deal with the air advantage Team 1 was enjoying. But let me know down in the comments who you think deserves MVP. Again, my book, I don't really have a choice, so please let me know down in the comments. I really do appreciate everybody doing so. Thank you so much for watching to the very, very, very end of the video. Something fell on my desk. And I will see all of you in the next one.